Yo, hey everyone, Supremisis here, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Ubisoft confirming Operation Outbreak. Now what Operation Outbreak is that it is essentially zombies. Now I honestly think, in my opinion, that with the screenshots I'm showing you guys on screen right now was from the stream last night of the Pro League stream. I then proceeded to fall asleep like 5 minutes later after getting those screenshots, not being able to watch through it because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning where I was. So unfortunately I wasn't able to actually upload that last night because of how late it was. But I'm uploading it now, and we're talking about some really big news for Rainbow Six Siege. As you guys know, Rainbow Six Siege initially went with a realistic type feel to the game. So anything with the game or within the game was realistic, the guns were realistic, the operators were realistic. No one really had an approach of like some futuristic type stuff until Echo and other new operators that came out recently like Ella. I 100% know that some of those gadgets aren't actually real because there's no cloaking device ever in this world that is actually real and known to the public. Now in saying that, they took a different approach with Siege in doing so. Them bringing out new futuristic operators because they're running out of ideas. And that's completely fine in my opinion. Because they're running out of ideas, they also came out with zombies. Now when I first saw the leak, I saw zombies and I thought that it was just a troll. But it turns out that those leaks were completely and 100% real. So that then begs the question of what zombies is going to be like. Now before we go ahead and actually talk about this, I just want to say, if you guys are actually worried about them releasing zombies, you shouldn't. And I'll explain why. With the release of zombies, it's going to be pretty much like Call of Duty. Now in Call of Duty, it's completely separate to your online progress. The camos are separate. Obviously, they said already in the panel, as you guys can see with this screenshot, the operators are going to be separate. They also said that these operators, the 2 new operators for Season 1, Year 3, will specialize in biohazard contained or biohazard disasters in general. So that then begs the question, is that if we can use them in our online progress. I'm talking about multiplayer. I'm talking about the operators that you're going to be able to use in multiplayer compared to Operation Outbreak. Now I'm not purely sure whether these 2 new operators are going to be exclusively to Operation Outbreak or if they're going to be able to be used in multiplayer. I'm hoping that they are. If you're able to use these 2 new operators, because the majority of the community only play Siege to play the multiplayer. I don't see anyone who specifically plays Terrorist Hunt. Unless you guys know some. But all I'm saying is that I really do think that this is a really good approach from Ubisoft, because they bring another mode into Rainbow Six Siege where players who aren't so good at multiplayer will then have a chance at zombies. And that also begs the question where a lot of Call of Duty players who play zombies will then buy Siege just to play the zombies game mode. I'm actually very excited about this news because it's just a better approach. I think that for people who don't really like the realistic feel of this game, will then have a separate game mode to multiplayer to play a not so realistic game mode. Now I personally like zombies only because of the fact that, if you guys know, in Terrorist Hunt they have bombers and then they have terrorists. There's 2 different enemy types, so I'm so keen to see which enemy types in Operation Outbreak that they will be bringing out. I'm very keen to see what it's like, and I'm very keen to see what the operators do. So with that being said, and with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if this video did help you guys, please be sure to subscribe if you guys are new, and like the video if it did help. So with that being said, and with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.